Never accept these 8 gifts from anyone. The secret to becoming rich. Buddhist teachings. Welcome to the Journey of Wisdom, where we unravel the secrets to a prosperous life. In the quest for lasting wealth and success, it's easy to overlook the subtle traps disguised as generosity. But did you know that accepting certain gifts can unknowingly derail your path to prosperity? These gifts, seemingly innocent, might carry hidden energies that can sabotage your mindset and financial growth. Drawing on the profound teachings of Buddhism and the powerful principles of the law of attraction, we explore the art of mindful acceptance. By avoiding these 8 specific gifts, you can protect and enhance your journey toward true wealth and abundance. Number 1. The hidden costs of accepting gifts without thought. In our relentless pursuit of wealth and well-being, it's essential to maintain a vigilant mindset regarding what we allow into our lives. The seemingly innocuous act of accepting items or favors from others can sometimes have profound, unintended consequences. According to the law of attraction, the things we welcome into our lives not only shape our environment, but also influence the energy we project into the world. This concept isn't just a metaphysical notion, but is deeply embedded in various ancient traditions, including Buddhism. Buddhism teaches us that our actions and the energies we surround ourselves with significantly shape our destiny. Every object, every gift, carries with it the energy of its previous owner. When we accept something from another person, we're not just receiving an item, we're inviting their energy into our lives. If that person harbors negative energy, whether through anger, sorrow, or ill intentions, it can subtly yet powerfully disrupt our own energy field, affecting our overall well-being. Buddha once imparted the wisdom, "Thousands of candles can be lit from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared." This saying beautifully illustrates how positive energy can propagate and expand. However, the opposite is also true. Negative energy can spread and diminish the light in our lives. Take a moment to consider the everyday objects that fill your space. Have you ever pondered the energy they might carry? Just as we instinctively avoid using personal items like second-hand clothes or toothbrushes due to hygiene concerns, we should also be mindful of the spiritual energy that objects might harbor. This notion, often overlooked in our materialistic world, can have a significant impact on our lives. By accepting items without fully understanding their origins, we may inadvertently welcome negativity into our lives. For instance, imagine receiving a piece of jewelry that once belonged to someone who endured immense suffering or hardship. That object could carry residual energy, subtly influencing your emotions, mood, and overall well-being in ways that are not immediately apparent. In modern society, where materialism reigns supreme, gifts are often viewed as symbols of generosity or affection, devoid of any deeper implications. Yet, gifts are not just material. They can carry emotional and spiritual baggage that can have far-reaching effects on our lives. This is why it's crucial to cultivate a sense of awareness and discernment when it comes to accepting gifts. As the adage goes, not all that glitters is gold. This timeless saying reminds us that not everything that appears valuable or desirable is genuinely beneficial. Moreover, accepting gifts or favors can sometimes place us in uncomfortable positions of obligation or indebtedness, potentially compromising our independence and self-reliance. In the professional world, for example, accepting a favor might create an unspoken expectation of reciprocation, complicating business relationships and decision-making processes. In personal relationships, it might lead to a sense of imbalance or obligation that undermines genuine connection and mutual respect. The idea that gifts create bonds is not new, but we must be cautious about the nature of these bonds and how they influence our lives. To navigate this intricate landscape, adopting a mindful approach is key. Before accepting anything, it's wise to consider its origin and the energy it might carry. Reflect on whether it aligns with your personal values and if it is something you genuinely need. This level of discernment helps protect your energy and ensures that you maintain control over what influences your life. The ancient Chinese philosopher Lao Tzu wisely said, "He who knows that enough is enough will always have enough." This powerful quote teaches us the value of contentment and the importance of being selective about what we allow into our lives. It reminds us that in the quest for abundance, more is not always better. Sometimes less is more when it is aligned with our true needs and values. The practice of mindful acceptance is a powerful tool for safeguarding our energy and well-being. By exercising discernment in the gifts and favors we accept, we shield ourselves from unwanted negative influences and create space for positive, enriching experiences to enter our lives. This mindful approach not only protects us from potential harm, but also deepens our understanding and appreciation of the true value of the things we choose to embrace. The next time you are offered something, whether it's a material gift or a favor, take a moment to reflect on its potential impact. Consider the energy it brings and whether it aligns with the path you are on. By doing so, you will be better equipped to make choices that enrich your life, foster your well-being, and guide you toward a prosperous and harmonious existence. Number 2. 8 items you should never accept from others. 1. Used shoes. Shoes are often seen as mere functional objects in our everyday lives, but they carry much deeper symbolic and spiritual significance across various cultures. The act of accepting used shoes from someone may appear as a harmless gesture or a practical choice, yet it can have profound consequences on your well-being and spiritual journey. Shoes are not just items we wear. They are companions in our life's journey, absorbing our energy, experiences, and emotions with every step we take. When you slip into someone else's shoes, you are not merely adopting their physical footprint, but also inheriting the energies, experiences, and emotions they've embedded in them. This can unknowingly disrupt your own personal energy, potentially steering you onto a path fraught with unforeseen challenges and obstacles. Consider the wisdom encapsulated in the old saying, "Never walk a mile in someone else's shoes," which highlights the intimate connection between our footwear and our life's direction. Shoes symbolize our unique path in life, and by accepting used shoes, you might inadvertently invite another person's energy and fate into your life. This concept resonates deeply in many spiritual traditions, where shoes are seen as powerful symbols. For instance, in certain cultures, shoes are removed before entering sacred spaces to prevent external energies from contaminating the sanctity of the area. This practice emphasizes the belief that shoes carry the energy of the places they've been and the experiences they've undergone. Imagine accepting a pair of shoes from someone who has endured immense struggles and hardships. These shoes, filled with the imprints of their past, could transfer negative energy into your life, potentially affecting your mental and emotional state. There's a reason why even physically comfortable second-hand shoes can sometimes make you feel uneasy or uncomfortable. This discomfort might not just be about the fit. It could be the lingering energies of the previous owner affecting you on a deeper level. To avoid such negative influences, it's wise to invest in new shoes that are free from the imprints of others' journeys. By choosing new shoes, You ensure that your life's path is shaped by your own energy and intentions, laying the groundwork for a more prosperous and harmonious existence. However, if circumstances compel you to accept used shoes, it is essential to perform a cleansing ritual to remove any residual negative energy. This practice aligns with mindfulness and spiritual awareness, helping you to maintain your personal energy balance. 2. Salt. Salt, an everyday commodity often overlooked, carries profound spiritual significance that transcends its common use. Across cultures and centuries, salt has been esteemed for its purifying and protective qualities, playing a pivotal role in rituals and practices designed to cleanse and safeguard both the physical and spiritual realms. When we receive salt from others, it's more than just accepting a substance. It's an exchange of energy, a moment that can affect our spiritual well-being in ways we might not immediately recognize. In many traditions, salt is revered for its ability to absorb and neutralize negative energy, making it a powerful tool in maintaining spiritual balance. Consider this. When you accept salt that has been in someone else's possession, you're not just taking a seasoning into your home, you're also inviting a fragment of their energy into your life. This energy could carry their worries, stress, or negative emotions, subtly influencing your own spiritual state. In a world increasingly filled with anxiety and tension, being mindful of such seemingly trivial exchanges becomes essential to protecting our inner peace. Just as we are selective about the food we consume to maintain physical health, we should be equally vigilant about the energy we allow into our lives, including that which comes with something as simple as salt. Salt's unique properties have made it a cornerstone in spiritual and magical practices worldwide. It's scattered in sacred spaces to purify and protect, used to draw boundaries of safety in ceremonial circles, and incorporated into various rituals designed to ward off negativity. This isn't mere superstition. It's a deep understanding of how energy flows and affects our surroundings. Every time you handle salt, a part of your energy is imparted to it. Therefore, when you accept salt from another person, you might be unknowingly accepting a part of their energetic imprint. This could disrupt your inner harmony, especially if the energy you're absorbing is charged with negativity. By being selective about the salt we accept, just as we are with our thoughts and emotions, we can create a life filled with positivity and tranquility. This practice not only enhances our well-being but also radiates outward, fostering an environment of peace and harmony for those around us. So I ask you to reflect. How often do you consider the energy behind the objects and interactions in your daily life? Have you ever thought about the subtle influences they may have on your spiritual journey? By being mindful of these details, we can shape our reality in ways that lead to a richer, more fulfilling life. Let us be as discerning with the salt we accept as we are with the thoughts we choose to entertain, for both have the power to influence our path toward peace and prosperity. The lesson here is clear. Protect your spiritual sanctity by being mindful of what you allow into your life, and in doing so, cultivate a life that is not only rich in material wealth, but also abundant in spiritual fulfillment. 3. Locks. When you think about the seemingly simple object of a lock, it's easy to dismiss it as just a tool for securing your belongings or spaces. However, from a spiritual and symbolic perspective, locks carry a much deeper meaning that can have profound implications on your life. You see, locks are not just metal and mechanisms. They can be vessels for energy, intentions, and fate. Accepting a lock from someone might seem innocent, but it could be fraught with hidden meanings that can subtly steer the course of your life in directions you never anticipated. In many spiritual traditions and cultures, Locks are often used in rituals that aim to control or manipulate outcomes, seal off opportunities, or bind someone's spirit in unseen ways. Think about this. When you accept a lock from someone, you might unknowingly be allowing their intentions, whether good or bad, to influence your own fate. A lock given with the intention to block another's success could carry that energy into your life, creating obstacles where there were none before. By bringing such an object into your space, you could be inviting a form of control that is not your own, allowing someone else's desires to shape your destiny. Locks also have a significant role in love rituals. For example, couples often place locks on bridges and toss the key into the river, symbolizing eternal love. While this gesture may seem romantic and harmless, the lock itself could be imbued with energy that might influence future relationships. If the lock carries negative intentions, it might cause unforeseen issues down the line, affecting the harmony and balance in your relationships. This is why it is so important to be mindful of the objects we accept from others. Objects like locks may carry more than just physical weight. They may carry the emotional and spiritual weight of the giver's intentions. As Lao Tzu wisely said, "He who controls others may be powerful, but he who has mastered himself is mightier still." When you accept a lock from someone, you might be surrendering a portion of your own control, unknowingly allowing others to influence your path. It's vital to ensure that the objects you surround yourself with, particularly something as symbolic as a lock, are free from external manipulations and truly reflect your own intentions and energy. Consider this. Have you ever accepted a seemingly harmless gift, only to find that it brought unexpected challenges or changes into your life? How did this experience change your perception of the energy and intentions that might be hidden behind the gifts we receive? By reflecting on these questions, you can gain a deeper awareness of how objects like locks might affect your life and begin to make more conscious decisions about what you allow into your personal space. While a lock might appear to be a simple device of security, it carries significant weight in the spiritual and energetic realm. By being cautious about accepting locks from others, you safeguard your own spiritual integrity and ensure that your life's direction remains under your control, guided by your intentions rather than those of others. So, the next time someone offers you a lock, pause and consider carefully what you might be inviting into your life. Is it just a lock, or is it a key to someone else's influence over your destiny? 4. Used wallets and purses. When it comes to the seemingly simple act of accepting used wallets and purses, there is a deeper significance that many overlook. These items are far more than just holders of cash and cards. They are vessels of financial energy imbued with the history and experiences of their previous owners. Every transaction, every moment of financial anxiety or triumph leaves an imprint on these objects, carrying with them the invisible yet potent energy of their former lives. When you bring a used wallet or purse into your life, you're not merely acquiring a physical object. You are, in a very real sense, inheriting the financial karma of another person. Think of it like a transfer of unseen baggage. Every receipt, credit card, and remnant of the previous owner's financial journey can subtly, yet profoundly, influence your own financial path. The concept is not merely theoretical. It's rooted in the Buddhist understanding that everything is interconnected and that the energy of objects can affect our lives. As the Buddha once taught, our life is shaped by our mind. We become what we think. Similarly, the energy of the objects we surround ourselves with can shape our experiences, including our financial well-being. Consider the potential disruption these residual energies might introduce into your financial flow. It's not just about inheriting someone else's physical belongings, it's about inheriting their financial challenges, their debts, and their struggles. This can manifest as unexpected financial obstacles, difficulties in managing money, or even a sense of unease every time you reach into your wallet. The question then arises, why take the risk? Why allow the possibility of these negative energies to infiltrate your life when there's a simpler, more mindful alternative? Starting fresh with your own wallet or purse, one that is untainted by the financial history of others, symbolizes a clean slate. It represents your personal financial journey, free from the burdens of others. This is not just a matter of superstition. It's about being mindful of the energies you invite into your life. The Buddha emphasized the importance of mindfulness in all aspects of life, and this includes the material objects we choose to keep close. Just as a clean and clear mind leads to better decision-making, so too can a clean and clear wallet lead to better financial outcomes. In modern life, where we often overlook the subtle energies that influence our daily existence, it's easy to dismiss the idea that something as simple as a used wallet could affect our financial stability. Yet, when you reflect on your financial experiences, have you ever noticed a shift after acquiring a second-hand item? Perhaps there was a sudden string of bad luck or an inexplicable sense of financial discomfort. These are the signs that the energy of the previous owner might be at play. By acknowledging this and choosing to start fresh with new, positive financial energy, you're setting the stage for a more prosperous and stable financial future. In the end, it's about making informed, mindful decisions that align with your goals for a prosperous life. Avoid the potential pitfalls of accepting used wallets and purses, and instead, embrace the fresh start that new items bring. This practice is not just about avoiding financial challenges, it's about cultivating an environment that supports your financial well-being. Have you ever experienced a shift in your financial situation after acquiring a second-hand item like a used wallet or purse? Reflect on your experiences and consider the impact that these seemingly small decisions can have on your overall financial health. Comment number 1 if you have noticed such changes, or number 2 if you believe in the impact of financial energies from previous owners. Share your experiences, and let's learn together how to create a life of abundance and positive energy. 5. Used mattresses. When it comes to achieving prosperity and maintaining inner peace, it's essential to recognize the hidden influences in our daily lives, even those that might seem insignificant at first glance. Take, for example, the seemingly practical choice of accepting a used mattress. At first, it may appear as a way to save money, but the unseen costs can be much greater than you might realize. We spend a significant portion of our lives on our mattresses, where we not only rest our bodies, but also lay down our thoughts, emotions, and energies. A mattress isn't just a piece of furniture. It absorbs everything from our dreams to our innermost feelings. When you choose to sleep on a used mattress, you are, in essence, welcoming the energies and vibrations of the previous owners into your sacred space of rest. These lingering energies can disrupt your sleep and disturb your mental balance, leading to nights of restlessness and unsettling dreams. Imagine staying at a hotel where the mattresses have been used by countless guests before you. It's not uncommon to experience strange dreams or wake up feeling out of sorts. This is not merely a coincidence. It's the result of the multitude of energies absorbed by the mattress over time. Each individual who sleeps on that bed leaves behind a part of their emotional and spiritual essence, and these residual vibrations can have a significant impact on your ability to rest peacefully. The renowned Buddhist teacher Thich Nhat Hanh once said, The energy of mindfulness can touch and transform the energy of habit and desire that we have inherited from our ancestors. This insight beautifully encapsulates the importance of being mindful of the energies we allow into our lives, including those that come with something as simple as a used mattress. In the fast-paced world we live in today, where financial stability and personal well-being are often at the forefront of our minds, it's crucial to be aware of how even the smallest decisions can have far-reaching consequences. You might think that accepting a used mattress is a wise financial choice, saving you money in the short term. However, the potential long-term effects on your mental and emotional health can be far more costly. By choosing to prioritize your rest and ensuring that your sleeping environment is free from unwanted energies, you are laying the groundwork for a more prosperous and balanced life. Consider the wisdom of the motivational speaker Jim Rohn, who said, "Take care of your body. It's the only place you have to live." This advice doesn't just apply to your physical health, it extends to the spaces where you spend your time and the items you bring into your home. In our quest for success, it's easy to overlook the importance of investing in a new mattress that is free from the residual energies of others. By making this investment, you are not just buying comfort, you are creating a personal sanctuary, a place where your energy remains undisturbed, allowing you to wake up each morning feeling refreshed and ready to conquer your goals. It's the seemingly small decisions that often have the most profound impact on our lives. By choosing to reject a used mattress, you are not just opting for comfort. You are safeguarding your personal energy and well-being. This act of self-care is a powerful statement of your commitment to your own success and happiness. It's a reminder that true wealth begins with taking care of yourself and the spaces you inhabit. As you move forward, consider this. What other seemingly insignificant choices might be influencing your path to prosperity? How can you become more mindful of the energies you invite into your life? By reflecting on these questions, you can begin to make choices that truly support your journey towards a rich and fulfilling life. 6. Mirrors. Imagine standing before a mirror, not just seeing your reflection, but also absorbing the energy it holds, a concept that transcends mere physicality. Mirrors, throughout history, have been revered as more than just reflective surfaces. They are often seen as portals to spiritual realms, symbolizing both the mystical and the mundane. Now picture a mirror that has been in someone's home for years, reflecting countless emotions, experiences, and possibly even energies from other dimensions. This is not just an object. It's a silent witness to the life it has reflected, and by bringing a used mirror into your personal space, you are inviting an unknown history into your sanctuary. Various cultures have long recognized the power of mirrors, using them in rituals and as tools for divination. For instance, ancient Chinese feng shui practices involve mirrors to deflect negative energy and attract prosperity, while folklore often depicts mirrors as gateways for spirits. When you acquire a new mirror, it is a clean slate, free from the imprints of the past. But a used mirror carries not only the physical fingerprints of its previous owner, but also their emotional and spiritual imprints, absorbed over time through countless interactions. Consider this. Every time someone gazes into a mirror, they interact with it on a deeper level than we might think. These interactions, repeated over the years, leave traces, subtle yet impactful vibrations that can affect the mirror's energy. When you bring such a mirror into your home, you may be unknowingly welcoming these accumulated energies, which could disturb the balance and harmony of your environment. Have you ever felt an inexplicable unease when looking into an old mirror? This feeling could be the lingering energies from its past, echoing through time. Just as we strive to keep our minds clear and positive, we must also be mindful of the objects we introduce into our living spaces, ensuring they do not carry any negative influences. The Buddha once said, "Your mind is a powerful thing. When you filter it with positive thoughts, your life will start to change." This wisdom can be applied not only to our thoughts, but also to the items we surround ourselves with. Mirrors, especially used ones, should be treated with caution. In many traditions, mirrors are believed to capture not only images, but also spirits and souls, adding another layer of complexity to the decision of bringing a used mirror into your home. If a mirror has passed through many hands and places, it might be imbued with a variety of energies, both positive and negative. This makes it essential to either choose new mirrors or perform a thorough energetic cleansing on used ones before integrating them into your space. Cleansing rituals can vary from smudging with sage to using salt water and even reciting mantras or prayers. The goal is to clear away any residual energies and start afresh. Have you ever tried an energetic cleansing ritual on any object? How did it make you feel afterward? Sharing your experiences with such practices can help others understand the importance of these actions and perhaps inspire them to be more mindful of the energies they invite into their homes. In conclusion, while mirrors are common household items, they hold far more significance than we often realize. By being mindful of the history and energy of the mirrors we bring into our homes, we can better maintain a positive and harmonious living environment. So, next time you consider accepting a used mirror as a gift, take a moment to reflect on the unseen energies it might carry and ask yourself, is it worth the risk to invite such a presence into your personal space? 7. Jewelry. It is wise to tread carefully when accepting gifts, especially something as personal and valuable as jewelry, for these items are often imbued with the energy of their previous owners, which can significantly impact your life. Jewelry, particularly heirlooms, carries not just the beauty and craftsmanship of the piece, but also the emotions, experiences, and energies of those who have worn it before. Imagine the story behind a precious necklace passed down through generations. While it might appear as a symbol of love and continuity, it could also carry the weight of its previous owner's struggles, hardships, and negative experiences. These energies, though unseen, can subtly influence your life, potentially bringing misfortune or hindering your financial growth. In Buddhism, the concept of energy and its transfer is well acknowledged, and it is believed that the energy surrounding objects can have a profound effect on one's life. A famous Buddhist teaching says, "What you cling to can trap you, what you let go of can set you free," reminding us of the importance of being mindful of the attachments we form, even with material possessions. A powerful story from Buddhist tradition beautifully illustrates this principle. A young woman named May once received a stunning jeweled ring from a wealthy merchant as a token of gratitude. While the gift was undoubtedly valuable, May, guided by her inner wisdom, decided to consult her grandmother, a revered elder in their village known for her spiritual insight. The moment the elder laid eyes on the ring, she sensed the deep sorrow and misfortune it carried, the remnants of the previous owner's turbulent life. With gentle care, she advised May to return the ring, explaining that material possessions, especially those with a history of suffering, could profoundly affect one's spiritual and financial well-being. Trusting her grandmother's wisdom, May returned the ring and, in doing so, liberated herself from the burden it carried. Shortly thereafter, she found herself on a path to prosperity and peace, unburdened by the negative energy the ring had once brought into her life. This story serves as a powerful reminder of the invisible forces at play in our lives and the importance of being mindful of the energy we allow into our personal space. In modern life, we often overlook the subtle influences of the objects we surround ourselves with, especially those that come with a history. Jewelry, while beautiful and often sentimental, can be a conduit for energies that do not align with our own well-being and prosperity. It's essential to consider not just the material value of such items, but also their emotional and spiritual weight. When you accept or wear jewelry, do you ever stop to wonder about its past, the lives of its previous owners, the circumstances under which it was given, and the emotions attached to it can all leave an imprint that, consciously or unconsciously, affects your life. This awareness is not about superstition, but about understanding the interconnectedness of all things and the subtle ways in which our environment shapes our experiences. If you aim for a life of abundance and peace, it's crucial to be selective about the gifts you accept, especially those that might carry hidden burdens. As you move forward in your journey, consider the energy of the objects around you and how they might be influencing your life. Have you ever felt uneasy about a piece of jewelry or noticed a change in your life circumstances after receiving such a gift? It could be that you are sensitive to these energies and your intuition is guiding you to be cautious. By being mindful of what you allow into your life, you can protect your peace and create a space that nurtures your prosperity. Remember the Buddhist teaching that says, "Let go of what does not serve you and embrace what nourishes your soul." This principle applies not just to people and situations, but also to the material objects we choose to keep close. So next time you are offered a gift, especially something as personal as jewelry, take a moment to reflect on its history and the energy it might bring into your life. If you believe in the influence of such energies, comment number 1. Or if you have a personal story related to this concept, share it by commenting yes. Your experiences and insights could inspire others to be more mindful in their own lives. 8. Religious or spiritual items. Imagine receiving a religious or spiritual item from someone, like a rosary, prayer beads, or a statue. While these items may seem like thoughtful gifts, they carry more than just physical presence. They hold significant spiritual energy, often infused with the experiences, emotions, and intentions of their previous owners. Without understanding the full background of these items, you might inadvertently introduce negative energy into your life, disrupting your peace and prosperity. Consider the example of a rosary that was once used with ill intentions, or a statue that came from a place of conflict. Such items can carry residual negative energy that may impact your well-being. The Buddha once said, "Just as a candle cannot burn without fire, men cannot live without a spiritual life," highlighting the profound influence of spiritual elements on our lives. Yet, it's crucial to ensure that this influence is positive and free from any negative residues of the past. In today's world, people are increasingly aware of the origins of second-hand goods, understanding that items from environments filled with turmoil or suffering may carry those vibrations into their new homes. Similarly, in the corporate world, savvy leaders often avoid accepting mementos from failed ventures, recognizing that these items could symbolically carry the energy of that failure. To protect your journey toward wealth and success, it's vital to be mindful of the spiritual items you welcome into your life. Ensure that any item you accept is either new or comes from a source of positive energy. If you ever feel compelled to accept a spiritual item, take the time to purify it through a cleansing ritual, aligning with the Buddha's teachings on mindfulness and awareness, which are essential in our modern lives. Remember, as you navigate your path to prosperity, every object in your environment plays a role in shaping your energy and mindset. By consciously surrounding yourself with items that have a positive history, You enhance your own positive energy, leading to greater success and fulfillment. This careful selection and mindfulness extend beyond just spiritual hygiene. It's about maintaining a prosperous mental state where your surroundings actively support your goals and ambitions. After all, as ancient wisdom reminds us, a mind troubled by doubt cannot focus on the course to victory, underscoring the importance of clarity and positive energy in your pursuit of success. What are the objects in your environment right now? Are they contributing to your well-being and success, or could they be holding you back? Number 3. How to refuse items that carry negative energy. In life, we're often faced with decisions about whether to accept or decline various things that come our way, whether it's a gift from a friend, something passed down from a relative, or even a purchase we're considering. Each item we bring into our lives carries its own energy, and it's essential to recognize when to say no to those that may carry negative energy. This practice is especially important in the context of Buddhist teachings and the law of attraction, both of which emphasize the role of energy in shaping our experiences and overall well-being. Here's how you can effectively decline items that might bring negative energy into your life. 1. Develop awareness of energy. Developing an acute awareness of the energy that surrounds you is a cornerstone of both personal growth and spiritual well-being, especially within the framework of Buddhist teachings. The practice of mindfulness, which is deeply rooted in Buddhism, encourages you to be fully present, attuned not just to your thoughts and emotions, but also to the environment that envelops you. This heightened awareness is not just about what you can see or hear, but also about the unseen forces, the subtle energies that objects and people may carry. When you train yourself to live mindfully, you start to notice these energies more clearly, allowing you to discern which items or experiences resonate positively and which do not. If you encounter an item that stirs feelings of discomfort or unease, it may well be a sign that this object is imbued with negative energy. In modern life, this could be something as simple as a gift that feels wrong to accept, or an object in your home that has always seemed out of place. Trusting your intuition in these situations is paramount. Intuition is like a compass that guides you toward what is harmonious and away from what disrupts your inner peace. In the hustle of today's world, it can be easy to dismiss these feelings as trivial or irrational. However, embracing the practice of listening to your inner voice can protect you from the subtle yet pervasive effects of negative energy. Just as you would avoid toxic relationships that drain your spirit, so too should you be vigilant about the physical objects that you allow into your space. This awareness is not just a spiritual practice but a practical one, helping you to create an environment that supports your mental and emotional well-being. Remember the wise words of Lao Tzu: "He who knows others is wise. He who knows himself is enlightened." By knowing yourself and being mindful of the energies that interact with you, you empower yourself to make choices that nurture positivity and harmony in your life. 2. Understand the source. When it comes to living a life filled with peace and positive energy, it's crucial to be mindful of the items you bring into your personal space. Every object around you carries energy, often deeply influenced by the history of its previous owners or the circumstances under which it was obtained. Imagine receiving a beautiful, seemingly harmless gift. But what if this gift comes from someone who harbors ill will towards you? The negative emotions and intentions of that person can attach to the item, and once it enters your life, it could bring along those same negative vibrations. The energy you surround yourself with can significantly impact your emotional and spiritual well-being, so it's important to be cautious and deliberate about the items you accept into your life. Take a moment to think about the emotional state of the person offering you a gift. Were they in a state of anger, sadness, or resentment when they decided to give you this item? If so, that negative energy may have been transferred to the object itself. For example, a friend might give you a beautiful piece of jewelry, but if they are secretly envious or harbor ill feelings towards you, that gift could be a conduit for their negative emotions, potentially disrupting your peace of mind. Similarly, objects tied to traumatic events or unhappy memories can hold on to that pain and suffering, even if they seem valuable or beautiful on the surface. A piece of furniture from a home where there was much strife, or an heirloom passed down with a history of sadness, can carry those vibrations into your environment, subtly influencing your mood and energy. So next time someone offers you something, pause and reflect on its origin. Ask yourself, what is the story behind this item? What energy does it bring into my life? By being mindful of these questions, you can safeguard your peace and maintain a positive, harmonious environment. How often have you brought something into your life only to later feel uneasy or unsettled? Could it be that the object carried with it energy that wasn't aligned with your well-being? The lesson here is clear. By being aware of the energy attached to the items you accept, you can create a more peaceful and positive life. The value lies in your ability to discern what serves your highest good and what may bring unnecessary negativity. Remember, you have the power to choose the energy you welcome into your life. 3. Set boundaries. In our journey through life, it's essential to protect our energy, our inner peace, and the sanctity of our personal space. This isn't just about what we say yes to, but perhaps more importantly, what we say no to. Setting boundaries is a vital practice in maintaining our well-being, especially when it comes to refusing items that carry negative energy. Imagine this. Someone offers you an object, a gift, or even a simple item that, for reasons you might not fully understand, feels off. There's a weight to it, an unease that settles into your gut the moment you touch it. This is your intuition speaking, your inner wisdom guiding you to protect your energy. It's not just a polite social gesture to accept what is offered. It's about honoring yourself enough to decline what doesn't align with your positive, harmonious environment. As Buddha wisely said, peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. This quote reminds us that our inner peace is our responsibility, and sometimes maintaining it requires us to assert our boundaries firmly and politely. When faced with such situations, how do you gracefully decline without offending the giver? The answer lies in tact and respect. You can explain your decision if you feel it's necessary, but it's also perfectly acceptable to simply say, "Thank you, but I must decline." You don't owe anyone an elaborate explanation. Your priority is to maintain your energy and ensure that your surroundings are in harmony with your personal values and well-being. This isn't about being ungrateful, it's about self-respect and the understanding that your inner peace is not worth compromising. Reflect on this. How often have you accepted something out of obligation only to later feel uneasy about it? This discomfort is your inner self telling you that something is not right. The Buddha teaches us to listen to our inner voice, for it is in silence and reflection that we find true wisdom. Now, consider how you can apply this wisdom in your everyday life. When was the last time you accepted something that didn't feel right, and how did it impact you? What steps can you take to ensure that your personal boundaries are respected? By setting clear boundaries, you not only protect your energy, but also teach others how to treat you. It's a way of saying, I value myself and my peace enough to say no when something doesn't serve me. This is not selfishness, it's self-preservation. The energy you allow into your life directly influences your state of mind, your health, and your spiritual growth. Think about the power of this choice, the power to reject what doesn't serve you, the power to cultivate an environment that nourishes your soul. How can you incorporate this practice into your daily life? Perhaps the next time someone offers you something that feels wrong, you can remind yourself of the value of your peace and politely decline. This simple act of boundary setting can ripple out into every area of your life, reinforcing your commitment to a life of peace and positivity. So, I ask you, how will you protect your energy today? What boundaries will you set to ensure that your inner peace remains intact? Remember, every decision you make either feeds your soul or drains it. Choose wisely, with the wisdom of the Buddha guiding your steps. 4. Practice cleansing rituals. If you find yourself inadvertently accepting an item that later reveals negative energy, practice cleansing rituals to clear the object's energy. These rituals are not merely superstitious practices, but have been deeply embedded in various cultures and spiritual traditions, including Buddhism, to help purify objects and restore balance. In today's fast-paced world, we are often exposed to numerous energies, some of which may not align with our well-being. Just as we cleanse our bodies and minds from impurities, so too must we cleanse the objects around us to ensure they do not disrupt our peace or spiritual harmony. One of the most ancient and widely recognized cleansing rituals involves the use of sage smudging. This practice, deeply rooted in Native American traditions, but also respected in many other spiritual paths, including Buddhism, involves burning sage and allowing the smoke to envelop the item in question. The smoke is believed to absorb and neutralize negative energy, leaving the object purified. It's important to approach this ritual with a clear and focused mind, perhaps taking a moment to meditate on the intention of cleansing and protection. Another effective method is sound cleansing, which involves the use of bells, chimes, or singing bowls. The vibrations created by these instruments can break up and disperse stagnant or negative energy. Sound has long been recognized for its healing properties, and in Buddhism, it is often used in rituals to cleanse spaces and objects. The clear, resonating tones serve to disrupt any negative vibrations and restore a sense of balance and calm. The sound helps to realign the energy of the object with the positive thoughts and intentions you hold. Sunlight and moonlight cleansing are also powerful methods, drawing on the natural energies of the universe to purify objects. Sunlight is often associated with strength, clarity, and renewal, while moonlight is linked with intuition, reflection, and emotional healing. Placing an item in sunlight or moonlight allows it to absorb these natural energies, which can cleanse and rejuvenate it. This practice is reminiscent of the Buddhist belief in the interconnectedness of all things, the idea that the energies of the sun, moon, and earth are all part of a greater whole that we too are connected to. In modern life, we often underestimate the impact that negative energy can have on our mental and emotional well-being. However, by practicing these cleansing rituals, we take an active role in maintaining our spiritual health. Just as we might take time to declutter our homes or detoxify our bodies, cleansing the objects we interact with is a way to ensure that we are not carrying unnecessary negativity into our daily lives. It's a practice that not only purifies the item, but also serves as a reminder of the importance of mindfulness and intentionality in all aspects of life. Incorporating these rituals into your routine doesn't have to be time-consuming or complex. It's about creating a moment of reflection and connection, a chance to reset and realign with positive energies. Whether you choose to smudge with sage, use sound, or harness the power of sunlight or moonlight, what matters most is the intention behind the action. By cleansing the items in your life, you are fostering an environment where peace and positivity can flourish, both within you and in your surroundings. As we conclude this enlightening journey through the hidden dangers of accepting certain gifts, I encourage you to reflect deeply on the energies and intentions behind the objects you allow into your life. Remember, true wealth and prosperity are not just about the material things we accumulate, but also about the positive energy and peace we cultivate in our surroundings. If you found value in today's teachings, please like this video and share it with others who might benefit from this wisdom. Don't forget to subscribe to The Journey of Wisdom and turn on notifications so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos where we continue to explore profound teachings that can transform your life. Thank you for being a part of this community, and may your journey be filled with peace, abundance, and mindful acceptance.